Well, if anybody was wondering, yes, I am wearing Christmas pajamas. I am also comfortable, and that has nothing to do with the video. It's just me out here doing whatever I normally do, which is kind of whatever I want. Anyway, on to the point of the actual video. I ended up making an AutoCAD file in a class that I've been taking, and it was of an ornament, and then I got to cut out my ornament into some wood, and now it's an actual, like, thing. It's an actual piece of, like, it's 3 pieces of wood that you can stack on top of each other, and they make a really cool looking ornament. And anyway, it needed some color, so I painted it. And that's what this video is all about, so. Also, I put up a picture, if anybody noticed. That's an old one I made. But yeah, that's I'm just saying random stuff because I'm awkward like that. Anyway, let's go paint this.
This ornament has 3 different layers to it, and the first or base layer of it was one that was just a waterfall. And I painted it in my normal style for now, which is basically just like a base color, and then I go over it with a bunch of different shades of the same color to give it depth, or maybe just to make it look weird. I personally like it, which is why I keep doing it, and I'll probably still do it for at least a little while longer. But I just did that on the water to make it look all flowy, and then below the waterfall is a gigantic cloud. It's not actually a cloud, it's just like the foamy parts of water that are at the end of waterfalls, and they look like all white and stuff because they're aerated or science like that. I don't really know. It just looks pretty. And I put those down there so that I could just have a little bit of different colors, and I made it lighter and lighter and lighter because I kept thinking it was too dark, but then I thought it was too light, so I kept changing it back and forth because I'm indecisive like that and can never decide whenever to stop. So that took a little while to do. After I decided I finally liked it, I got to move on to different spots. But this like part right here where I was trying to like make it look all circular and everything else, that probably took the longest out of all the painting, just because I was indecisive and like, no, I need to do this. Around the waterfall, I just decided to make it round in grass, so I just went in with a base kind of green color, and then over it lighter and darker greens to make it look, already talked about, to make it look not blocky. As I've already talked about this before, I did end up designing the entirety of this in AutoCAD, which was super fun. I had a few rough times trying to get things to work, but overall, I really did enjoy it. I really like that it's something that I got to make myself, and then it got to be like cut out, and now I get to paint it, and it gets to be assembled, which now it actually is completely assembled. It wasn't completely assembled by the end of this, but it did become completely assembled. Now, the second layer to this ornament is one of tuple. It's me and my sister, technically based off a photo. The photo really doesn't look similar to this, but you've got the correct people in it. And as always, I like to put my jacket I loved wearing and did actually wear at that point. And it's just a green jacket, and I had some black leggings because why not? And as usual with people, I don't put faces on them. For some reason, mostly because it's way too difficult for me to draw faces, so I'm just like, let's skip that part. Another part of the AutoCAD drawing was my sister's hair. It's curly, so I had to do it with like a bunch of different circles, or at least that's how I did it, and it took so long to get that hair to work. It took forever. But in the end, I really did like how her hair turned out, and I liked how everybody turned out. I ended up just kind of copy-pasting the body for everybody, like the same body. I only made it once, then I'm like, let's just move it over to make it a lot easier so I didn't have to try and make different body type, because this is also like small, so you wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference. I did make a different body type for my dad, because he obviously has a bigger shoulder set on him, as well as he's bigger than all of us, so I kind of needed to make it his body a bit larger. And my mom, I gave her a blue shirt and some dark blue jeans, which you can't really see because the shadows and everything made it look all blurry and stuff, but I gave my dad an orange jacket because that's what he wears a lot, so I just went with it. And of course, everybody gets brown hair. Some of them are in different shades, but most of them are about the exact same. And since this was the third part of the ornament, after I finished this one, I got to shove them all together so you could see what they looked like side by side. Here's the pyramids and the waterfall. And then they just stack together one on top of the other because they have the same oval shape. And I even took this into school and got it glued together and then sanded down. So now I can just add a string to it and it can be a little ornament. I really did like how this one turned out. Also, there's information coming up, so you can skip that if you'd rather.
Well, that first outro that I just filmed ended up not catching like the first 3 seconds, and that really annoyed me, so I'm remaking the entire thing again because that's my personality, as you can see. And anyway, I think in the first one I was discussing some stuff, so we'll just go over that stuff again because you're never going to see that one, as we just talked about. Okay. Sorry for the break. I was just kind of having a midlife crisis because you never know when the middle of your life will be. It wasn't actually a midlife crisis. I was just lazy. Had no motivation to do anything. So I didn't, which is why nothing was posted and why I'm now talking about this like 3 weeks later. I think it's been 3 weeks. Anyway, I decided in this middle of a midlife crisis, because I'm not too young for that, nobody is, I decided that I didn't really like the videos I was posting. I didn't find them all that interesting. So we're going to retry this. They're all staying up there. It's for purposes when I'm old and I can look at it and be like, I was an idiot there. Anyway, they're all staying up anyway. Repeating words. Good if it's not like back to back. So, this is rambling on a long time, so if you've already left by that, you're probably smart. Bye-bye, have a great day. Possibly see you never. Who knows, it's me. But I decided to try and make my videos more interesting, and by more interesting I mean something that I would want to watch. So I still have a bunch of art plans, and I have said so many different times already. But I have a bunch of art plans. The next video that should be coming out relatively soon is one on bracelets. Again, it's me. And that one I have basically already finished. I just need to throw it all together, edit it, voiceover, intro, outro, done. So that one, I need to find a better word to use. So that, I keep saying so. I am sorry. Not so sorry, just sorry. That one should be coming out relatively soon because I have just decided to post videos whenever I'm done with them and not worry about schedules, because schedules suck. They're really not helpful half the time, and they just get on my nerves. They either make me anxious or bored, and neither of which are good. And that's the new plan for everything. If anybody stayed through that, congratulations. You get an award. And that award is the Patience Award. Most people do not have them, including me. So congratulations, you now have a Patience Award. I hope you all have the best of days, because probably nobody else stayed till the end of this. If you're still out there, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.